Isabel is a beautiful woman who sees a psychiatrist named Martin for help. She has visited him multiple times to talk about a strange problem. The problem is a recurring dream she keeps having. In her dreams, she meets a rich, middle-aged man. He always invites her on fancy boat trips. During these trips, he tells her to relax and enjoy life. He also encourages her to follow her desires. The sessions start to affect Martin, and Isabel intentionally pushes his buttons, making him react strongly. Eventually, he leaves the office on purpose. Feeling ashamed of his response, Martin quickly contacts Isabel's father, Frank, who is a wealthy lawyer. He tells Frank that he can no longer see Isabel as a patient. Frank gets angry because Isabel has always been difficult for doctors to treat. With no easy solutions left, Claudia, Frank's wife, suggests they go on a family trip to a countryside villa. The trip aims to help them build a stronger bond with Isabel. At first, Frank doesn't want to go, but Claudia's encouragement makes him think it might help their relationship with their daughter. When Isabel comes home, Frank is furious about her actions with Martin. Isabel tries to explain herself, but her words only make Frank angrier. He orders her to pack for the trip right away. When she refuses, Frank warns that he will cut off her money. Faced with no choice, she finally agrees to go. The next morning, the family leaves for a distant location outside the city. Isabel doesn't ask where they're headed. When they arrive, a woman named Vivian welcomes them and shows them around the villa and nearby farmland. The estate is a fancy country house. Isabel gets annoyed by Vivian's non-stop talking and accidentally notices a good-looking man named Matt. Later, Matt tells one of his workers, Bob Bio, to mow the lawn and pick some fruit. They talk about Frank's family, who plan to stay at the villa for a month. Bob Bio doubts the visit will go smoothly. Most guests, he says, don't stay long there. Later, while Isabel relaxes by the pool, she notices her phone has no signal. She gets very upset and storms over to complain to Frank and Claudia. She wants to know what kind of place they have brought her to. Frustrated, Isabel asks Matt how she can get a signal or internet access so she can call her friends. Matt tells her there's no reception there and suggests she try to enjoy the scenery instead. The farm has plenty of beautiful views to offer. Later, Claudia talks about her brother, Alessandro, who is getting married in 2 days. She asks Isabel to come to the wedding, but Isabel quickly declines. That night, Isabel accidentally sees Matt and Vivian drinking together. She wants to join them, but by the time she gets there, the gathering has already finished. Matt, who has a busy morning ahead, says goodnight and heads to bed. Isabel is disappointed because she hoped he would sit and have a drink with her. The next morning, Isabel notices Matt working out near his room. Her interest in him grows. That same day, Frank and Claudia invite her to the wedding again, but she stays quiet. Claudia decides to talk with her privately. Though she is Isabel's stepmother, she cares about her sincerely. Claudia says she wants to be her friend and does not want to come between her and her father. She explains that after losing her first husband, all she wants is to build a happy life with her new family. After Frank and Claudia leave the villa, Isabel quickly finds Matt and Fabio. She asks to go back to the city. Matt refuses, saying he has work to do. He jokes that if she wants to leave, she'll have to walk. Later, Isabel meets Matt again and admits she hates being there. The place is too quiet and dull. Matt suggests she might just not have seen the farm's beauty yet. He asks her to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day and join him for work. The following morning, she arrives on time, ready to start. Matt is already waiting and shows her the chores. They remove dead trees, pick out spoiled fruit, organize the storage, and pick fresh fruit with Fabio and Vivian. Isabel finishes all her tasks without complaint, and Matt is impressed by her attitude. He thanks her and invites her to stay for a meal. After they complete their work, Matt keeps his promise and walks with Isabel. During the walk, Isabel asks if Matt has a girlfriend, revealing she has feelings for him and enjoys his company. Matt responds that he is single. He has been busy working and hasn't had much time to meet people, especially since he's lived on the farm for so long. Isabel admits she is single too and tries to get closer to him. but Matt decides to go back to his cabin and rest. The next morning, Isabel waits outside the storage shed. When Matt arrives, they go together to collect eggs from the chicken coop. That day, Matt wants her to help with more chores. While working, Isabel notices how friendly Matt and Vivian seem. It almost looks like they share something special. After finishing their work, Isabel is the one to ask Matt to have dinner with her. She says she will cook everything herself. Isabel doesn't know how to cook at all, but lucky for her, she runs into Fabio. She asks him to help prepare the meal. While cooking together, Isabel inquires about Matt and Vivian's relationship. Fabio explains that they've been close friends since childhood and are more like siblings than lovers. He then shares a bit about his own past. Many years ago, he performed in a traveling circus. One night, the circus came to this village and he had an accident. He broke a bone and couldn't continue performing. Matt offered him a job working on the farm, and he has stayed there ever since. After dinner, Matt notices that Fabio actually cooked the meal. Isabel admits this and also reveals she asked Fabio about his relationship with Vivian. Matt confirms that Vivian has been close to his family since they were kids. This time, Isabel takes the chance to hug Matt before he heads to rest. That small gesture makes her feel comforted and, for a moment, close to him. When Frank and Claudia return to the farm, they are surprised by how much happier Isabel appears. During a walk with Matt, Isabel opens up about Claudia being her stepmother. Her mother died of cancer when she was 13. Since then, her father has been busy with work, and a nanny mostly raised her. Now that she has grown closer to Matt, she starts enjoying life more and asks her father and Claudia to help Matt with chores. Her relationship with both of them begins to improve. Claudia even hopes they might finally become a happy family. Later, Isabel invites Frank and Claudia to dinner. She tells them she and Vivian will cook. Both are astonished to hear she plans to cook herself. As planned, Isabel asks Vivian for help. While working together, they discuss Isabel's trip to Corsica. Vivian senses rain coming and suggests moving the dinner to the barn. Later, everyone enjoys the meal, and Isabel shares her experience helping Matt on the farm. She then asks Claudia how she met Frank and how they ended up getting married. Claudia says that after her husband died, she needed a lawyer to handle her inheritance. That's how she met Frank. Over time, they spent more time together, and she began to develop feelings for him. Suddenly, two thieves break into the villa, trying to steal valuables from Frank's family. Luckily, Matt and Fabio arrive quickly. They confront the intruders and overpower them before anything is stolen. Afterward, Matt apologizes to Frank and promises to be more careful in the future. Seeing the fear and worry on everyone's faces, Vivian suggests they all have a drink to lift the mood. During the gathering, Vivian shares a story from her past. She says they once started a software company. When they sold it, Matt used the money to buy the farm, hoping to get away from city chaos. Later that night, inspired by Vivian's story, Isabel goes to Matt's room. She asks why he never told her he owns the villa and farm. Matt says he prefers a simple life and doesn't want to be treated differently because of his wealth. A little later, Frank and Claudia sit down with Isabel to talk. Claudia advises Frank to open his heart to his daughter. He then shares his past with Isabel's mother. Frank admits he never divorced his wife, even after learning she cheated. He says he was busy with work and felt he had neglected her. Guilt weighed on him for the failure of their marriage. One day, Sarah told him she had cancer. When Isabel was only 13, Sarah died from the illness. Frank confesses he still feels guilty and asks Isabel to give them a chance to be a family again. After sharing this honest moment, Matt approaches Isabel and invites her for a walk. Instead, she takes him to her room, where something special begins between them. The next morning, Isabel searches for Matt to say goodbye. It is their last day at the villa before they go back to the city. As Frank and Claudia prepare to leave, Fabio and Vivian arrive with a farewell gift. Isabel says her goodbyes to Fabio and Vivian. Halfway down the road, she spots Matt and asks her father to stop the car. Clearly, Isabel and Matt have true feelings for each other. She tells her father she wants to stay and build a life with him. Frank hesitates at first, feeling unsure because he thinks Matt is just a gardener. When Matt reveals he owns the estate, Frank finally relents and agrees to respect his daughter's choice. I hope you enjoyed this quick intro. Remember to subscribe and support the channel with likes and comments.